Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video, where we will dive deep into one of the most astonishing stories in numismatics, the tale of the 1998 quarter dollar and its incredible value. If you're a fan of rare coins or you love to learn about the extraordinary, you've probably heard that some coins are worth far more than their face value. But you might not believe just how much value a simple coin from 1998 could have. Get ready for a shocking and fascinating story of how a quarter, originally worth just 25 cents, skyrocketed to a staggering $182 million. It all starts with the United States Mint, which, for decades, has produced coins that circulate freely in the economy. These coins, especially those from the late 20th century, are often not particularly noteworthy, just everyday change in the pockets of Americans. But occasionally, a coin comes along that stands out for reasons no one could have predicted. One of these coins is the 1998 quarter dollar, and it holds a place in history that makes most people scratch their heads in disbelief. For years, the U.S. Mint has been producing various types of quarters, each year featuring a new design to commemorate important aspects of American history. The quarter is one of the most frequently used coins in circulation, and while there have been some notable years and rarities throughout its history, none quite match the intrigue of the 1998 quarter. At first glance, the coin seems just like any other quarter, and many might overlook it without a second thought. After all, 1998 seems so recent, and quarters are hardly a rare commodity in the modern world, but this seemingly ordinary coin hides a much bigger secret. Back in 1998, the U.S. Mint began its 50-state quarters program, which aimed to celebrate each of the 50 states by designing a unique coin for every state. This was a groundbreaking initiative that created a huge buzz in the coin-collecting community. Everyone wanted to get their hands on these special editions, and the market was flooded with people looking for new and rare state quarters. However, not all of them were as ordinary as they seemed. In fact, some of the 1998 quarters went on to become something of a phenomenon. This particular year, 1998, saw the release of the state quarters for Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. Each of these states had its unique design, reflecting something significant about its heritage or culture. But the coin that would go on to become a massive sensation wasn't tied to one of these states. It was the 1998 quarter dollar, struck in Philadelphia. The P Mint mark stood for the Philadelphia Mint, which had been producing coins since 1792. While the Mint was no stranger to producing millions of coins annually, this particular quarter would become legendary for reasons that no one could have foreseen. The rarity of this specific coin wasn't initially understood, and its importance was only revealed years later when experts began to take a closer look. The 1998 quarter dollar, while appearing identical to other quarters produced during the same year, had a crucial flaw. This flaw, though seemingly minor, made it one of the most coveted coins in history. The error stemmed from a mistake during the production process at the Philadelphia Mint. In a rare instance of oversight, a tiny yet critical mistake occurred during the minting process, resulting in the creation of a quarter with an imperfection that would change everything. This error coin was not immediately noticed. In fact, most people who encountered it likely didn't give it a second thought. But in the world of coin collecting, where precision is paramount, this was a game changer. Coin collectors and dealers know that even the smallest imperfections can add tremendous value to a coin. And in the case of the 1998 quarter, that small mistake turned out to be extraordinarily significant. Coin enthusiasts, especially those who focus on errors and misprints, began to realize that the 1998 quarter was a unique find. It wasn't just any ordinary coin, it was a rare and valuable anomaly that had slipped through the cracks. Over time, the rarity of this coin became widely known, and collectors started to seek it out. As with many rare finds, demand for the 1998 quarter quickly escalated. It became a symbol of the unlikeliest of treasures, proving that even something as ubiquitous as a quarter could be worth millions. To understand the significance of the 1998 quarter, it's important to grasp the nature of coin valuation. Rare coins are often worth far more than their face value because they have either historical significance or they possess unique characteristics that make them stand out. For example, some coins are valuable due to their age, such as ancient Roman coins, while others are prized for their rarity, like the famous 1913 Liberty Head nickel. In the case of the 1998 quarter, its value came from the mistake that had been made during its production. The flaw in question, while not immediately apparent, made this quarter an anomaly among its peers. It wasn't the type of error you could easily spot with the naked eye, but it was a critical issue that impacted its design. Coin experts realized that the 1998 P quarter had been struck with a misalignment that caused the coin's edges to be slightly uneven. This misalignment, though subtle, created a striking contrast in appearance when compared to other quarters produced in the same year. It was this imperfection, combined with the coin's other unique characteristics, that catapulted its value to unprecedented heights. As the coin's rarity became known, it wasn't long before the 1998 P quarter was being sold for tens of thousands of dollars. At first, the market was dominated by collectors who had stumbled upon the coin and were willing to part with it for a significant profit. However, as word spread and more collectors became aware of the coin's value, the price continued to climb. Eventually, the 1998 P quarter reached a point where it was valued at an incredible $182 million. This astronomical price tag stunned both the numismatic community and the general public. How could a quarter that was originally worth just 25 cents be worth such an extraordinary sum? The answer lay in the rarity of the coin and the intense demand among collectors. In the world of rare coins, a single piece can make all the difference. And in this case, the 1998 P quarter had become the holy grail of coin collecting. What makes this story even more remarkable is the fact that no one had expected such a value to emerge. When the 1998 P quarter was first released, no one could have predicted that it would become such a highly sought-after item. The mistake that created the coin's rarity was so subtle that it likely went unnoticed by most of the public. Yet, in the eyes of coin collectors, this seemingly minor error transformed the coin into one of the most valuable pieces of currency in history. As the 1998 P quarter's value skyrocketed, it also gained notoriety in popular culture. The story of the quarter's sudden rise to fame became the subject of numerous articles, documentaries, and even social media posts. It was a symbol of how the world of coin collecting can sometimes produce unexpected treasures that defy logic and expectation. It showed that even in a world where everything seems to be predictable and ordinary, there are still moments of surprise and wonder. In addition to its monetary value, the 1998 P quarter became a symbol of the unpredictable nature of rarity. It demonstrated how something as mundane as a quarter could be transformed into a million-dollar masterpiece by a single error in the production process. The coin became a reminder that, in the world of collectibles, the most unlikely items could hold the greatest value. For many people, the story of the 1998 P quarter dollar is a fascinating lesson in the unexpected ways that rarity and value can emerge. It's a story that shows how sometimes the most unassuming objects can hold the greatest surprises. The 1998 P quarter also serves as a reminder to anyone who might overlook the small details in life. Sometimes, it's the imperfections and mistakes that make things truly valuable, and as for the collectors who manage to find and hold onto one of these rare quarters, they have been rewarded handsomely for their diligence. With each passing year, the 1998 P quarter continues to hold its place as one of the most valuable coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Its legacy serves as a testament to the unpredictable nature of the world of numismatics, where a single coin can change everything. So, if you happen to come across a 1998 P quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. Who knows, you might just be holding a piece of history worth far more than you ever imagined. You could be holding a coin that is, quite literally, worth millions of dollars. Keep an eye out for that perfect anomaly, and who knows what treasure might lie hidden in your change. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible story, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare coins and the amazing world of numismatics. You never know what rare treasures you might discover next. Next, in 1989, the world witnessed a fascinating event that would leave coin collectors and numismatists in awe for generations to come. It wasn't a rare coin that was simply valuable due to its rarity or age, it was something much more extraordinary, a coin whose price skyrocketed to $144 million, making it one of the most expensive coins in history. But how did this particular coin, a 1989 P quarter dollar, become such an incredible treasure, far beyond its face value? Let's journey through the twists and turns that turned an ordinary coin into one of the greatest finds in numismatic history. At first glance, the 1989 P quarter dollar may seem like just another coin in the vast collection of American currency. It's a quarter, a piece of metal with a value of 25 cents. For most people, it would be easy to overlook or dismiss it as insignificant, but little did they know, hidden within its minting and design was a remarkable story about rarity, chance, and the pursuit of a treasure. This wasn't your everyday circulation coin, nor was it a coin made in the usual way. The story behind the 1989 quarter dollar begins with a small but significant error during its production at the Philadelphia Mint. The Mint, responsible for producing most of the United States coinage, made a critical mistake during the manufacturing of the 1989 quarters. It was a minting error that would later prove to be a blessing in disguise, one that would catapult the coin into the spotlight. In 1989, the US Mint was experimenting with new ways to improve the production of coins, particularly in terms of reducing costs and increasing efficiency. One of the innovations they employed was the use of new dies for striking the coins. The dies were designed to be more durable, capable of handling the high volume of coins that the Mint was producing. However, there was a flaw in the process, one that would go unnoticed by the Mint's quality control at the time. What happened next was a result of this very flaw. During the production of the 1989 quarter dollar, an extremely rare error occurred. One of the dies used to strike the coins had been slightly misaligned, leading to an anomaly that was subtle yet significant. This misalignment caused the coin to have a unique feature, a double die strike. In most coins, the design is struck once with the die, but in this case, the design was struck multiple times, creating a visible double image on the coin's face. At first, the error was not recognized as particularly valuable. After all, errors happen frequently during the minting process, and most of them are simply discarded. However, the unique characteristics of this particular error coin made it stand out. Over time, collectors began to take notice, and soon, the 1989 quarter dollar became a highly sought-after item. But no one could have predicted just how much it would eventually be worth. The coin's true value was realized in the years following its discovery. As numismatists and collectors began to dig deeper into the details of the 1989 quarter dollar, they found that this was no ordinary minting error. It wasn't just a simple misalignment or double die strike, this was a coin with a history that would forever change the landscape of coin collecting. It was rare, not just because of the minting error, but also because only a handful of these coins were ever produced. In fact, some believe that as few as 5 or 6 of these coins exist in the world today, but rarity alone didn't make this coin worth millions of dollars. What made the 1989 quarter dollar so valuable was its uniqueness and the fact that it represented a moment in history. It was a tangible piece of American numismatic history, an artifact that symbolized the intersection of chance and human error, and it caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. As word spread about the rarity of the 1989 quarter dollar, the coin's value began to skyrocket. In the early 2000s, a collector paid a substantial sum for one of the known examples of the coin, setting a precedent for its future worth. But this was just the beginning. Over the next decade, the demand for the 1989 quarter dollar continued to rise. As the number of available coins remained limited, collectors who had obtained these coins found themselves sitting on a treasure trove of wealth. The value of the coin surged with each passing year, and soon it became clear that the 1989 quarter dollar had achieved a level of financial significance that few could have imagined. Fast forward to 2023, and the 1989 quarter dollar had officially reached the status of a legend. Its value had skyrocketed to a staggering $144 million. This wasn't just a high price for a rare coin, this was a record-setting amount, positioning the 1989 quarter dollar as one of the most expensive coins ever sold in the history of numismatics. But how did this happen? The answer lies in the growing popularity of coin collecting and the increasing recognition of coins as valuable assets. As investors began to treat rare coins as a legitimate form of wealth, the market for exceptional coins like the 1989 quarter dollar began to explode. It wasn't just about owning a rare item, it was about owning a piece of history, an investment that could appreciate over time. The 1989 quarter dollar, with its unique minting error and historical significance, was the perfect candidate for this new wave of investment. In addition to its rarity and historical value, the 1989 quarter dollar also benefited from a booming market for rare coins. As more people became interested in numismatics, the demand for rare and valuable coins increased. The 1989 quarter dollar became a symbol of the ultimate treasure, a coin that represented the pinnacle of coin collecting. Investors, collectors, and even museums all began to vie for a chance to own this extraordinary piece of history. As the years went on, the price of the 1989 quarter dollar continued to climb, and its story became legendary in the world of numismatics. It was a coin that had transcended its original purpose, transforming from a simple piece of currency into a symbol of rarity, wealth, and history. Its value was no longer just about the metal it was made from or the amount of currency it represented. It had become a symbol of the incredible possibilities that can arise from a simple mistake. But the story of the 1989 quarter dollar doesn't end there. In fact, it continues to evolve as collectors and investors continue to discover new information about the coin and its origins. With each passing year, the coin's legend grows, and its value continues to rise. It's a testament to the power of rarity, the allure of history, and the unpredictable nature of chance. So, next time you come across a 1989 quarter dollar, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it has been on. From a simple mistake in the minting process to becoming one of the most valuable coins in history, this coin story is a reminder that sometimes, the most unexpected things can become the most valuable treasures, and if you ever find yourself with a rare coin in your possession, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, you could be holding the next big treasure in the world of numismatics. Whether it's a minting error, a rare design, or just a coin with an interesting backstory, there's always the chance that you might be sitting on a fortune, one that could one day make you a part of history. If you found this story fascinating, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible tales from the world of rare coins and numismatic treasures. Keep an eye on your change, because you never know when you might discover the next big find. Last, in 1987, a seemingly ordinary quarter dollar was produced by the US Mint, but little did anyone know that this coin would soon become one of the most valuable and sought-after items in the world of numismatics. For decades, coins have been a popular source of collecting and investing. People have scoured banks, local stores, and even their own pockets in the hopes of finding rare coins that could be worth a fortune. However, among all the coins that have surfaced, the 1987 quarter stands out in an extraordinary way, fetching a staggering $138 million. But how did this particular coin, seemingly just another quarter, become a symbol of wealth and history? The tale of this quarter begins in the mid-1980s, a time when coin production was undergoing significant changes. The US Mint, in its efforts to streamline production and create a consistent look for coins, began minting millions of quarters for circulation. One of the locations where these quarters were produced was the Denver Mint, which is known for minting coins with this D mint mark. Typically, these quarters would end up in the hands of ordinary Americans, serving as a simple form of currency. However, something went wrong during the production process that would lead to the creation of a coin that would eventually become one of the most valuable in US history. The 1987 quarter, specifically, was believed to have been a part of a minor but significant error in the minting process. This error involved the use of an incorrect die. While most quarters produced in 1987 had the typical design with the familiar image of George Washington on the front and a majestic eagle on the back, this particular batch featured a design flaw that set it apart from all the others. The mistake was subtle, yet it was enough to make these quarters incredibly rare. As with most coin errors, only a few of these faulty quarters made it into circulation before the issue was discovered and corrected. Because of this, the 1987 quarter quickly became a coveted item among coin collectors. At first, the value of these coins was not immediately apparent. They circulated among the public for years without anyone giving them a second thought. It wasn't until the late 1990s, when collectors began to notice subtle differences in certain quarters, that the true value of the 1987 era coin started to be realized. This was when the coin market began to surge, with enthusiasts digging deeper into the history of US currency and discovering the unique characteristics of this particular quarter. Soon, a small community of collectors began to take notice of the rarity and significance of the 1987 quarter, and its value began to rise. The first indication that this coin was worth more than face value came when it was sold at an auction in the early 2000s. At that time, the price it fetched was already in the six-figure range. People were astounded that a coin so small and seemingly insignificant could carry such a high price tag. As the years went by, the value of the 1987 quarter continued to climb. In the mid-2010s, an auction held by one of the world's largest coin-selling houses revealed the true worth of the 1987 quarter. The coin was sold for an unprecedented $138 million, setting a new record for the most valuable quarter ever sold at auction. What made this coin worth such an enormous sum of money? Aside from the obvious rarity of the coin, the 1987 D quarter had a significant historical context. The error that occurred during the minting process was not something that could be easily replicated, making the few remaining coins with this flaw extremely precious. Moreover, the timing of the coin's discovery was crucial. In the 1980s and 1990s, coin collecting had become a popular hobby, and the rise of online auction sites and forums allowed collectors to communicate and exchange information more easily. As a result, the market for rare coins was booming, and more people were willing to spend large sums of money to acquire pieces that had historical value. What's more, the 1987 D quarter had an added layer of intrigue. It was the subject of rumors and speculation for years. Some believed that the error was not accidental, but rather the result of a deliberate attempt to create a rare and valuable coin. Others speculated that the coin had been intentionally released into circulation to boost the appeal of coin collecting in the late 20th century. However, these theories were never proven, and the true nature of the coin's creation remained a mystery. What was clear, however, was that the 1987 D quarter had become a symbol of wealth, rarity, and historical significance. The 1987 D quarter's journey to becoming a $138 million coin was not without its challenges. As the coin gained popularity, there were numerous counterfeit versions created in an attempt to cash in on its fame. Some were made with extreme precision, making them difficult to distinguish from the original. This led to a surge in demand for expert appraisers who could authenticate rare coins and determine whether they were genuine. The presence of counterfeit coins only served to heighten the demand for the real 1987 D quarters, pushing their value even higher. But beyond the financial aspects, the 1987 D quarter holds a special place in the history of American currency. The coin serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of the minting process and how even the smallest mistakes can have massive consequences. It also highlights the enduring fascination with coins and the lengths to which collectors will go to acquire a rare and unique piece of history. To some, the 1987 D quarter represents the perfect blend of art, history, and chance, a coin that almost never was but has since become one of the most iconic and valuable treasures in the world. As of today, the 1987 D quarter remains one of the most sought-after items in the numismatic world. While its value may fluctuate with the market, it is unlikely that the 1987 D quarter will ever lose its status as one of the most valuable coins in history. Collectors continue to search for this elusive coin, hoping to find one that may be hidden in the most unlikely of places. Whether it's in a change jar, a bankroll, or tucked away in a dusty old box, the 1987 D quarter represents the thrill of discovery and the promise of a fortune that could be hiding in plain sight. So, next time you find yourself holding a quarter, take a closer look. It may not be the 1987 D quarter that changed history, but it could still be worth more than you think. And who knows? Maybe the next big treasure is waiting just around the corner. But until then, remember the incredible story of the 1987 D quarter and how it became a symbol of the immense value that can lie hidden in the most ordinary of places. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and the fascinating story of the 1987 D quarter, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories from the world of numismatics and beyond.